The woman in the Take the Power image is using a fake sword that has a real name.
Oh,
It's called a pata.
interesting. I just assumed like looking at it, it really resembles a Halo energy sword, but in like as an actual thing.
Made of brass, because everything's
Yes.
made of brass here. We just
Right.
love our copper zinc alloys.
Look, we look. That's what we got. That's what we have to work with, and we can make it into really, really nice. Like, how difficult has that? Like, from a perspective of like smithing curves like that. That's got to be hard to get.
I would assume because it's brass, or even if it is bronze, much the same, it would be cast.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it'd be really easy. So those metals cast really easily.
Okay.
They in their liquid forms, they're very fluid, so they cast well.
Right. Okay. Then that would explain why they use brass everywhere on all these.
Plus, they don't have any iron on the entire world. No iron. No ferrous metals. It's all non-ferrous
If
metals here.
they invented a magnet, but it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it's like we can create some kind of field by passing current through a wire over, and it just doesn't do
It doesn't
anything.
do anything. Like, what does this do?
What's this do?
Like, okay, let's try putting things near it. Nothing happens. Like,
It's why everyone on this planet has green blood because they don't have hemoglobin. They have
right,
oh
right.
what's it called? Cyanoglobin. It uses copper instead of iron as a. Anyways, we're going way into this bit. What are we doing today, Jens?
Well, this is what we're doing. We're doing Aether Revolt. Though, within the next, the Magnet was the winner of the Inventors Fair. Right, right. So or maybe whoever invented iron by but like when Chandra planeswalked there and was wearing like an iron buckle or something like that, and they're like, hold on, what is that?
So they invented a large hadron collider for the distinct purpose of isolating iron molecules.
Okay.
For 2 nanoseconds, we isolated an iron 3 atom before it obliterated itself.
Right, and we lost a third of the city as well. But so, what we're doing here is Aether Revolt, though I want to note if I pull up the Magic Online calendar, which you can't see because it's loading on another window, uh, the next week, I want to make sure it's next week, or starting tomorrow. Yeah, starting tomorrow, well, starting tomorrow they're doing a standard gauntlet. Those like,
Yeah, the
you
the
go in.
horrible gauntlet, where yeah,
Right,
but with a twist.
yeah. The twist being that it's Mirage Tempest standard.
Yeah, so if you wanted to see what Magic looked like, what, 15 years ago?
I think longer than that. I'm pretty sure we're almost at like 18 there.
We'll all look and see when Mirage
Yeah.
was.
But though it's very funny because some of the decks are just god awful, and some of the decks are like incredible. Like this Prost Bloom. There's a lot of like really powerful decks, but then there's like this Reanimator deck that looks really awful when one of the decks it can fight against is Mana War. Like, sweet, I'll be right on my Reanimator deck when my opponent can just go whoop and I'm
Ooh.
I'm, I'm out.
Mirage was October 96, so might over 20
Ooh,
years
20
ago.
years ago. All right, all right. Also, one thing that's going to be odd with these throwbacks, was this a time where they understood the game yet?
Yes, but in a
Yes.
different way.
They,
One of
they
these decks is going to feature Mog Fanatic.
right. I was gonna say that this and the next one, Tempest Urza Block, are going to show off the rules difference. Urza Block is going to show off the rules difference a lot because there's going to be Morphlings around, and Morphlings aren't going to work the way you.
And Morphling is still going to be good, but it's not going to be
Good, not
like
great.
stupid.
Yeah.
It's not going to be Aetherling. It's just going to be Morphling.
Right. So yeah, back in that time period, was this a time when people understood the game? This was post like the advent of like knowing what Sly was, like what
Yeah,
is a mana curve that existed for years,
yeah,
like 2 years before this.
Sly had existed. Necropotence had been proven to be powerful. Like people had realized that by then.
Yes,
That took a while. Uh,
This was the first like format where they actually
like, was
said
this
like
pre or post them changing construct deck construction rules? Like, could you just did you have to have cards from every standard legal set?
no, you didn't have to do that
Okay.
in this time period, to my knowledge.
Yes. After they stopped doing that, I would say Wizards started understanding Magic a little better.
Yeah.
Because I know they had to do that in Sly, which is why you had goblins of the Flarg with cards that refused to allow you to have dwarves. Or which one was it?
There's one that like dies if you control a dwarf, and then there's some dwarves in the deck.
Yeah, there's like 1 mana, 1/1 dwarf.
Wow, we got 51 undefeated trophies. That's pretty good. All right, so this is the. I hope this is the right one. This should be the intermediate Swiss one, which has the. Again, opens a window on my far right. It's the one that has the 6-2-2-2 split.
Mm.
Yeah, 6-2-2-2, which is the one I've been liking to play. Mostly because it lets me show off the deck a little more when it's like. Because I like doing the silly decks, though they work
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, it is Goblins of the Flarg who hates goblins. Or who hates dwarves.
Wow,
It's
the
the one,
goblin who
one
hates
mana.
goblins.
Oh, yeah, it's the 1 mana, 1/1 with Mountain Walk. And if you control a dwarf, sacrifice Goblins of the Flarg.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and jump in.
Let's go. Let's draft a Sly deck. Is there enough 1-drops to do that?
I don't think so. I
Also, you would immediately die to anyone producing tokens.
right. They would go servo rally on two, and I'd be like, hold on, that's a
No, he would just lose to the common white artifact. Like, I make a
oh
1/1,
yeah.
and then the next turn I make a 1/1. Like, oh.
Oh oh
You have a mountain? Can Goblins of the Flarg attack because of your mountain? Oh no, you would actually be able to control a dwarf in this format.
oh shit. That'd be yeah.
Your Goblins of the Flarg is worthless.
Incredible.
Have you done that much? Make a deck that has Revolt in it?
Yeah, I have played like cards that have revolt, though I haven't played a deck that like has more than like one or two. Because it's very hard to, in the sense that like there aren't a lot of very powerful revolt cards. There are some, but they're like
Mm.
they're very few, and it's difficult to build your deck in a way that has reliable revolt triggers. Because like in white, which is one of the colors that has revolt the most, like its implement is not very good.
I know they had intentionally put a bit of self-gating in the last set just to make it a little easier. Like there's the bear that does it in white. Like there's creatures with self-bounce. Like self-bounce was a
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, they put that in the last set for it.
Yeah.
Well, let's
Uh,
see what direction like we get
God, they
as
didn't
we
put
open.
any
Oh
revolt in
boy,
red. Oh, we have a Dargon to pick. This is it's not Shivan Dragon, but it's close.
its fire breathing is better than Shivan.
Its body is worse than Shivan.
It costs less than Shivan at most times.
Much of the time, yeah. What else we got in here?
Chandra's Evolution in the same color, so not happening. Maverick Thopterist is a pretty cool dude.
He's okay.
Like, I mean, if you're going, if like obviously the comparison to Whirler Rogue exists, but like Whirler Rogue is a like 11 out of 10 card, and this is a 9. So, shrug. I
Chandra's
feel
Revolution is such an odd card. Scrounging Bandarius is funky.
also a fan of the modification.
I'm not. I'm gonna say I'm not because it's fun. It's funny. It's not good.
Yeah, when I say a fan, I don't mean that it's good. Those are
Then
the.
there's like Kindle and Drake, but yeah, I like the Region tier because it's a dragon.
How do you do?
It's a land. This is a City of Brass.
Okay. Ooh.
Like, should I look up how many tickets this is worth, or is that a joke?
No, I don't care
Uh,
about the ticket worth of it. It's like, do we just pick it and hopes we open Sahelian 3? Is that how this works?
it's probably an okay card on its own. Let's look and see what else is in here, though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a quick recommendation of Bastion Inventor. Like I remember Benthic Giant back in the day. Nobody played it, but creatures aren't large in this format.
Right, this is pretty unkillable.
It's also Spined Worm in red if we just don't want to commit yet.
I'm not picking a spine worm. That's like a I don't even want this card in here. I'm gonna either go with the engineer, the inventor, or the guardian. Those are the three that are like at the top here. This one's quite good. Like
Yeah, it's just trained Armadon with bonus.
I'm gonna live in the world where like I'm just gonna pick this and let it sit aside, and maybe I'm not even in white. I don't care. I'm just gonna pick it. All right.
We have
And
Useful Knight. We have Wind Drake.
I'm a big fan of the youthful knight here. Also another inventor, or even like shielded aether thief, but another bander. I wanna. This is a better thing to cut red off on,
Yeah, because this removes red from the pack.
and it's also a strong card on
Yeah,
its
this
own.
thing's pretty good. Attacks into servos due to being
Yeah.
a useful knight.
Also makes servos which can tap for mana.
And also we can get the energy back with Felidar Guardian. Yeah.
Yeah. I am treating this as a null. This is not a card that says I am in white. Looking at this, it's not
Eh,
like I'm in red white. This is just
no,
a card that exists. All right.
it's a card we might play. When do they decide? That doesn't look like any of the other Felidars because it's not like meaty. It's just like
Yeah.
a. It looks like a hyena. Oh, we have big plane, a big boat. If you had picked up the
Yeah. If I pick.
jump card.
Yeah. If I picked up my jumper, big boats around. I also have. If I
Oh,
want to pick up. Honestly, it's not the worst just as like an artifact to tap for things. And also, I do like the card on its own as far as like how it plays out. If your opponent doesn't have a way to remove it, it's very annoying for them to like either try to attack into you or for you to just send with
oh,
automaton
could
and ravenous intruder are also
could
things in here.
could a tog be like a thing, or is that like asking for trouble?
I think you need a lot of implements to really want a tog.
Yeah. Whereas the either the boat or the piker,
Yeah, I have a lot of respect for this piker. It can win games. Like
it's the important thing to me is that it is a artifact. Also, pikers love to die, so maybe your revolt will trigger.
yeah.
Here's a Doom Crusher. What else is there in here?
Destructive tampering is a card I want exactly one of, and no
That's
more.
a decent card. You're going to have targets for it, and we might use the falter.
God, we've seen a lot of implements, but I want red ones. Like I don't, and we haven't seen any of those. We've seen like two green, two black, and a white one. Might be the
Hmm,
Doom Crusher here, and then like try to make improvise work.
could be. Start picking up some pogs, things that make pogs.
Yeah. Well, we already have this makes Pog, and this is a like
Yeah,
if we're making it for these two, this at least taps for mana for those, which makes this feel a little better to play. Also, if I don't want to attack with this, I just put it in the Dreadnought, and then
true. Yeah, then you don't have to attack. What does that black card do?
it's a 4 mana, a 4/4 for 6, but it's a 6 mana. It's a 6/6 for 6 that you sack an artifact to, and then your opponent loses 2 life.
Okay, pokes him. Uh,
Could be like Gear Smasher, could be Metallic Rebuke, could be like just a piece of metal.
could have some metal. That Hurloon Minotaur ain't bad.
No, it ain't. It ain't. It like holds the fort. The card I want is like the 3/3 improvised menace is the card I'm looking for this deck, but
Yeah.
we're not seeing that.
There's also it's a late prey upon.
That might be worth just picking up just in case. We also have some big busters around.
Yeah, like we prey rather well.
I'm gonna
Eh,
hope that green is open, and maybe it's not. Maybe I just
this
want
looks
this
for this
implement.
pack looks familiar.
Yeah, maybe I
Uh,
just want this implement or the garrison. If I end up in white, the implement's not bad.
yeah, it's not the worst.
Icefire Infusion isn't a bad trick either.
Yeah, the green cards in here aren't awful. I don't hate the elf either.
The elf like is awful if you don't get the revolt, and is extremely good if you do.
Yeah,
So it's just like it's really, really in between.
look at conviction as the funkiest revolt trigger card in the world.
Yeah, it's a reprint for a reason. It is funky.
Well, you can tell it's a reprint because it's got a
Oh,
one-word
here we go.
name.
Here we go.
Hey, we're
Is
so excited to deal 1 damage to our opponent so he can draw a card.
Yeah. Well, again, I want to see more. I want to see some of the 3/3 menacers. That's what I'm looking for. Also, a lot of
Wait,
this
look at
looks very.
Gremlin Infestation. Is that like a lust for war?
It's honestly, it's more like a shitty stab wound. It's like the shittiest stab wound.
I don't know. That looks more like lust reward for me.
Ooh, actually,
Okay, here's the decision point. Which of these ones do you want to chase?
right.
We have compelling reasons for both.
I've done the vehicle thing before, and like, I want to
Hmm,
see if this works out.
maybe we be Gruul.
And there's another white implement that I kind of want anyway.
Consulate turret is also funky. It's
Yeah.
Telemtor's dart is what it is,
Well,
only a little
if
better.
you're using it as Telemtor's darts, you're not happy. I grab the foundry assembler here. No, a tog. And
You don't like Spined Worm? Gets
not,
jumped
not
too easily?
not in this format. Gets jumped too easily. Trades down a lot. Just I don't know.
Yeah, Spined Worm is always traded down.
Well, in this format, the like gets chumped a lot is one of the bigger
Mm-hmm.
problems. Hi.
Another Doom Crusher, and then we have this. Maybe. Ooh.
Hello.
That's Revolt that doesn't require ETB.
Right. That especially when we have 3 implements already.
Yeah, maybe green is fake.
Yeah. Let's
Let's quickly look at the other picks before we decide.
let's see. We have removal in white and removal in white and
Mhm.
one of the best uncommons in the set.
What does that herder do? Just hill giant.
Hill
Okay,
giant
it's
with
the
the
hill.
same.
It's the thing. Yeah, okay. It's not the worst.
Also, and there's a lot of cards in here I want. Breaker, Thopter Arrest, Implement, Caught in the Brights. I'd be fine with Gear Smasher. Fine with Osprey.
Yeah, but that Solemn Recruit looks rather good.
Yeah, that seems like an interest. Especially like we do have ways of getting, and heck, even like a Tog.
Well, if you do it once, it's gravy. 3/3 double strike.
Right. And a Wheelsmith too.
Mm,
Green's
like
really
him.
Green's looking pretty good in here. Green has a lot of like good twos in this set, by the way. With like Scrounging Bandar is very good because
Yeah,
it's like good graft and it can trigger Revolt very easily. The Druid is quite good as it is like anti-piker plus ramp.
it's one of the better Monodorks we've seen in a while.
Yeah.
How is Naya? How does Renegade Rallier do?
That brings a 2-drop back if Revolt
Right,
happens.
yeah, this is a card that's getting played in Modern
Yes.
in like Sun Titan Ultra Value decks.
Alright, I need to actually do some sorting here because this is just sorted all wrong. There we go.
There we go.
The other card here I want is Aether Chaser, obviously, but I'm not getting
Yeah.
that. And Wheelsmith does more. Yo.
Hey,
Yo.
I'd play that with the other tech, without the other techs.
Yeah, I'd play it. Well, I'd be a little bit on the 1 toughness in this format. It's actually a little easy to kill because of like. There's also the Sweatworks Brawler and the Aether Chaser and the Countless Gear Renegade and the Implement of Improvement. We might get something back here because like Pima
We
Aether
might.
Seer, Reverse Engineer are both good cards. We might get something back
I hope
here.
it's the bear, because I would like to have a bear, but I
Yeah,
think a car. This is a little too good to pass up.
yeah. Dark intimation
Uh
there.
huh.
We could pick up another vehicle now that we know we want them. We could pick up ATOG number 2.
There's also
Just
disenchant that could be divine offering.
uh
I like mobile garrison better than that. I think that's because we just picked up
because
a
we
car
just
person.
picked up the car person, and we can maybe in pack 3 we can pick up more car people.
Maybe And
Also,
don't be so sad about decommission. How we would play Shatter in this format. This is like the only instant
right.
speed
Well, the thing
artifact
here
that's
is
got.
that Mobile Garrison also can tap for mana for like some of these
Mhm.
too, which makes it a little more interesting.
The barricade breaker could also drive the mobile garrison.
Oath of Ajani.
Hmm. Oh, there's another implement if you want to go all in on that. There's also Iron Tread Crusher or the aerial
Yeah.
modification. Oh, there's also Countless Gear Mitigate. Maybe we just shore up our twos here.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking between Implemented Combustion and Countless Gears Renegade. Those are the two that are sitting in my head as like the thing I want. And honestly, I'm kind of thinking about the implement just because of how
Power.
silly like we have ATOG and
Yeah. How many implements do we currently have? Three.
3.
I'd put us up to four.
Like we could. There's also like the modification too if I want to live that dream.
Like here's your chance to pick it up, I guess. We do have the Dreadnought in the deck. Yeah, okay, there we go.
Def
Removal?
Dismissal actually does pretty good. Sometimes it's not great. Sometimes it is all your Thopters die, and that
I've
rules.
I've played with this card before, only it was Fire at Will, I think is what the card's called.
Yeah, well that could do it too. For that was 3. Yes.
Yeah, it's Fire at Will, only that costs triple cost, but you were playing Eventide, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I like having this for certain. Wow, this is a lot of stuff I don't really care about. Maybe Night Market Guard or Foundry Assembler the next.
Foundry Assembler is a little better if we pick up a guy in the other pack, whereas Night Market Guard isn't good, but costs 3 mana instead of 5. Although
5
you can improvise
ish.
that down to a hill giant.
Well, yeah, we might be able to improvise it down further with all these one things just sitting
Yeah,
around.
improvise it into a trained Armadon, and then it's a little better.
I don't like it, but I'm gonna go with the Night Market Guard. Hey, there we go. Now we can
Hey, shore
100%
up our
take.
2 drops. Then there's the Universal Solvent. We have our
God, and there's another implement here too. But you're right. Like shoring up our twos is a necessity for this. Kind of want the universal solvent as a removal, but all right. So this is gonna be our wheel. Bastion Inventor and Sly Requisitioner are both very good here too, but in different decks that
we
we're
did
not.
we briefly mentioned playing Sly, and I don't think that's exactly what we meant, so we're not picking it.
Yeah. What do we get back out of this one? Okay, it looks like about the cards I expected. Probably Girapur Osprey then as a flyer.
Let's pick up a Windrake.
And our white has overtaken our red very heavily in this pack.
Yeah, because we didn't see any like of those Chandra's deal 3 damage, deal
Yeah.
2 damage cards.
Wow, that's still hanging out here. I'm just gonna take that because like I don't really care about anything else in here. I usually take the Rallier. It's better splash, but I'm not playing either. All right, another implement. That's actually like again could be played.
Could be played. Could be. Okay. We pick that over Glass Hulk.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong that the Smasher does well with the Hurloon Minotaur that can sack artifacts to draw cards to deal 2 is pretty good with
Yeah.
these. Wow, these are both like. I'll take a 4th implement, I suppose. Kind of wish I had a second ATOG at this point.
Yeah, Atog not looking the worst.
Our deck has a lot
I
of
ho-
like cheap cycling.
and then like we have cheap cycling and then something to do with it. You might just pick the removal here. What else is there though? There's Whirler Maker. There's Eddie Trailhawk.
Cogworkers,
Puzzle
Puzzle Knot,
Puzzle Knot might actually. Removal is good, even if
removal.
it doesn't do what you want it to do.
Well, like how little interaction we currently have, I really want to have a little bit more. What
Yeah,
like we that's something that continuously every single time we do one of these, it's like, oh, are we good on removal?
yeah,
We're never good on removal. We
yeah.
will never be
Pick
good on removal.
pick removal kids, even if it's not super great.
Yeah, like
I
there's
really
two.
want that. I
There's
really want that Puzzle Knot, but it's not to be.
Gremlins 2 works pretty well with how many of these we have sitting around. Though even better if we actually had the puzzle knot.
Yeah, but I think we pick the reprisal. Either deal with a fabricate creature in one card, or kill two creatures, or kill a creature and then do
Yeah,
2 damage to our opponent. Like that's 4 mana Searing Blaze, but whatever.
I'm in. Thriving Grubs, Reckless Fireweaver. Both interesting cards for us. Both twos, which is good. I kind of want to fill up our twos a little more.
I like attacking with the grubs better, but we have a fair amount of artifacts entering the battlefield. Like, I guess here's where we determine the temperature of the deck. Do you prefer a blocking creature that can like sit back and ping, or do you prefer an attacking creature that eventually trades off? The only other energy use we have is to make
Yeah, let's make
1/1.
the 1/1s. I'm interested to see what direction this goes. If we get multiples of the Fireweaver, then it gets very silly.
Yeah, then it gets a lot better. Or like if we only get one of them, I think the grubs works slightly better on its own. Just as
Yeah.
like,
Also, this card's very powerful. Just want to
oh,
know.
oh, definitely.
So
Also,
it's
there's fake Thrag Tusk, so whoever's not playing green, because apparently no one is, it's not going to be hard to beat them.
oh, nice.
Hey,
I
speaking of
will take
ways to
that.
use energy,
Yeah, I'll take that. There's generally enough like things for a pinger to do in this format because of honestly, like in our deck, you can see a lot of these things that I'm happy to have a pinger to deal with. It
plus we
is a
do
lot
have
more of a
ways. We have ways to rebuy energy. We could Felidar Guardian,
yeah. We can flip it and get the double on it. That's right.
so we might be able to deal 6 damage to target player by
Oh boy,
Sword Chain. Uh,
this feels like the Weld Fast monitor here.
Ultimate Monitor seems good. I was thinking either that or the Bad Flyer.
Yeah, Bad Flyer is not like an awful pick.
I've played that card in Eternal. It's a land, but
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. No Sahili. We didn't let to live the dream on the Felidar Guardian pick.
Or freaking three. Yeah, we should. No, we should have picked the City of Brass if that was our plan. Be able to like
Fix
cast
into
it.
it. Yeah.
Hey, Maldor, the Malphus Doorbuster. What else is there in here?
Propeller Pioneer and Trusty Companion.
Roppy, or there's also. This is not the pick for Self Assembler, but I would not mind having exactly one of that card. This card has some good things in it. Just like I like the Tiger a lot, but
Yeah,
geez.
I'm thinking about the Propeller Pioneer here as flying. Also, Trusty Companion is quite good. We don't have like we're not going to be able to attack with it on 3 is the problem. It's actually just not really possible.
I think we picked the prop so that we can have another piece of metal hanging around.
I kind of like it for flying. Oh, speaking of pieces of metal,
Hey,
no, there's even like gremlins here too.
there's also removal.
Impeccable timing. Shit. God,
If
but
we want,
Servo Expedition is incredible with this stuff.
I think we pick it up at this point. We've passed up. We passed up. We picked poor removal over creatures last time, so now let's pick a good creature over good removal.
Well, I'll take that puzzle knot. Even over
Hey,
this
I'm
Fireside
happy to see
Infiltrator,
that.
which is just fine as well. This thing's pretty good at piloting and such, but this is, again, if we have enough of these, like, pinging things around, we can actually take things down. Also, this, again, taps
Yeah,
your
one
mana for some of our top
taps
end.
temperature mana, one toughness is just kicking around everywhere in the first set. Um,
Well,
Kismet, no.
if we were the combo deck, this is the card you would pick to beat us.
Slow down.
Because
Yes.
you can't infinite against the authority of the consoles. It's quite funny.
I wonder if that makes it like a sideboard card in standard right now.
Yeah, it does.
Uh,
Oh, built to last or built to smash? Oh boy. I'm gonna take
I
the one
think
that doesn't say attacking on it. Is really the
yeah, Built to Last is basically a better card, even if Built to Smash is kind of incredible for not our temperature of deck though.
right. It's very good if I'm attacking with Consulate Dreadnought or Barricade Breaker. But built to last also saves those from
Removal on.
removal, which might matter. Hey,
Also,
we made the right choice.
hey, we made the right choice.
I'll take a Fragmentize.
detutor, the bad one. We got exactly one assembly worker or self-assembler.
This card's a lot better in the full block because there are a couple other targets. There's this one, and then there's a 3 mana copier
So,
that's an assembly
so
worker.
our 5 mana 4/4 can fetch us a 5 mana 3/3 that it can tap for to make it to a hill giant.
All right.
Excellent. Okay, so now we have to decide how devoted to the plan of implements we are.
Right, we have 4 implements of improvement, which are like the most cycly card in the universe.
Okay, I guess here I think we do this like I think we can take a forward like okay, we should probably do this backwards because we have so many picks.
Yeah. Let me do it this way. So we take all this out, put all these in here.
Like a removal comes in, the dragon comes in, and then from there we think about what happens.
All right. So, way this works. All right. So, Wheelsmith is a certainty in what we actually are doing. Solemn Recruit is also, like, that's, again, this is sort of the.
Like depth dismissal fills the same sort of removal slot as
Yep.
Furious Reprisal.
And I don't see anything else that's a 100% include at this point, so. Okay.
Uh,
I mean, there's definitely cards that are extremely good and will be in the deck, but I don't see
ah,
removal as
these
such
are
one of
things
them.
we're playing regardless, and then everything else is on top.
So,
So, what are the exciting things you feel like doing?
I think this deck is going to be using the improvise. Like, we already have the free jam region, so we could probably
Yeah,
include the barricade breaker.
here's a question that will affect the entire rest of the deck building, so it's probably worth asking right now.
Uh,
Are we playing a Tog? Because that sets up conditions that we can meet, but it sets up conditions. Or do we do it backwards and then and like fix for improvise and then decide if that's good enough to play a Tog?
no, I think we're likely playing a Tog here.
Hey, I like hearing that because that's dumb.
Like, I see a Tog being played because we want to be playing a number of these implements. Let's say 3 for now. And, like, the Fire Forger puzzle, not. Like, this sort of stuff. We want to be playing this. This is just, like,
Oh,
first blush at it, so.
Pencil Knot's also poor removal, but still removal.
Right. It gets a job done. From here, Servo Expedition's an auto include at this point. Aether Chaser is also an auto include in this sort of thing. Pioneer Propeller is sort of the same sort of thing. And
I think the flyers can probably come in, like the Osprey and the Admiral.
yeah,
Are you okay playing Windrake?
yeah, it's one that
We,
might get moved
we
around.
might move it, like replace it with Weldfast Monitor if we just want some metal or something.
And speaking of metal, it means I want to include the Fireweaver. We got a lot of it. We actually only have 4 more slots left at this point.
Uh, if we are playing the Aeronaut Admiral, the only vehicle we currently have is the Dreadnought. Do we feel like playing Mobile Garrison?
We have some pretty decent things to crew it in the sense of like,
Like we
well,
have
actually, oh, we need more creatures too, is the thing.
we're down to 10 creatures. Okay, then let's
Countless Gears Renegade and
get Grizzly Bears in. Do we get Grubs in, or do we uh what do we have that we can make use of Felidar with?
that's the question. I don't see a lot.
Right now
Countless
it just
Gear,
looks like
Countless Gears Renegade and Propeller Pioneer and Aether and the
Aether Chaser.
Aether Chaser and Aether Torch Renegade, which isn't in the main yet.
Hmm.
So like not a lot. I guess Fireforger's Puzzle Knot gets another 1 point of damage on it, but
Hmm.
I don't like Felidar Guardian with what we have. We don't have anything really worth flickering.
Hmm. Weldfast Monitor can probably just come in.
Here's what I'm thinking. I don't know if that creature base is enough though, because technically these are both down here.
Yeah. We could take out one of the puzzle knots to put in like Thriving Grubs or something.
Yeah,
like do like a low impact card for a
Or
creature.
even like Fireforger's Puzzle Knot for Aether Torch Renegade.
Yeah, that might be worth it. Just like it pings. No Dreadnought's not Cabanon. No.
In
We
a
have a
more
dream to live.
in a more
You know,
realistic world, yeah, but no.
like we probably should, but when that's like we have two different ways to give it
I was gonna
flying.
say, I'll be honest. The aerial modification isn't the card I care about with it. It's the aerial aeronaut admiral that I care about with it. Being able to make it fly. That's
Um,
also what sort of mana curve can I get away with?
this curve's a little fake because we have.
Not sword right. There we go.
Yeah, this curve's a little fake because that's 6 and 7. We could cast both of those pretty easily for 5 mana, I think.
Right.
And we have a lot of cycling. Am I supposed to ask if we want to run 16 lands? Because I don't know how comfortable I feel with that. How comfortable
No,
do you feel with that?
not a ton. We don't have like huge amounts of mana sinks. Is a bit of a problem. We only have the free jam regent as a real mana sink.
Our cycling cards all sort of function similar to that. Like just you have to you tax yourself on the filter. But basically, yeah, no mana real. We could have picked up a Whirly Maker if we. I think we picked removal over that. Or what did we pick over Whirly Maker? I don't know.
That was
So
first pick in pack. We picked the Furious Reprisal over it.
yeah, we picked removal over. Yeah, that seems fine. Removal's really good. Uh, okay. What's the crew on the Dreadnought?
6.
That's what I thought.
Means it's 2 3 power things. So like Renegade Wheelsmith plus a Pit Prowler
Well,
Pioneer or
fast.
something like that, or Weld Fast Monitor.
What's Wheelsmith's ability again? It's like when it becomes tapped, target creature can't block this turn, or
Correct.
yeah, works even if you don't crew. Um,
So I'm still thinking about that Fireforger's Puzzle Knot thing you were talking about, and maybe moving the Thriving Grubs or Aether Torch Renegade back into the main, or even like Night Market Guard, which is an odd thing to say over Thriving Grubs or Aether Torch
yeah,
Renegade, but
I you just want to keep your metal up.
metal and like 3 power and like there's a number of reasons it fits, but I don't know if that's actually enough.
Hmm. Like alternate to the puzzle knot, there's also taking out. Like if you wanted to keep in damage, you could take out a one of the life gain implements.
All right, but I like the implements a lot with, especially because we have the Atog.
Because we could draw a card. Drawing card is good. What we should really do is take out the dreadnought or the aerial modification and put in some shitty creatures. But that the creatures are shitty is what makes it harder to guess.
Right, like I'm putting in pike, I'm putting in like a piker that gets better, so like, which is pretty good, and like night market guard or Aether Torch Renegade, which I'm okay with. Like,
Like I guess if you're taking out the puzzle knot for the renegade, they fulfill similar roles, right?
right,
Except the renegade's better.
basically at the end, well, the renegade they both do it twice on their own. You
Yeah.
know, the renegade leaves behind a more like a usable body.
Huh.
We'll
Maybe we
take
just
that.
do that.
We can, if our opponent has we punish one toughness thing so much.
They show up less in full block, but they still sort of show up.
Yeah,
Plus, you
like if our opponent's Thopters, we just demolish them because it's like nice Thopters you got there. Poke, 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 poke,
and then
poke.
we crush them with a 6 power flyer.
So the reason I want to include Dreadnought and aerial modification has a lot to do with wanting a breaker for a board stall situation. And the modification, even if we have to modify like,
Well, 1/1.
well, hell, we can modify Solemn Recruit and our opponent just
No,
fucking dies.
that's actually good. I meant like we modify a 1/1 from Servo Exhibition, and like that will 3 power in the air will win you the game
Right.
eventually.
Well, but even then, we have other things like if we pick up Wheelsmith or Weldfast Monitor, if we pick up Aether Chaser, like even though this card costs 5 and it's liable to get us 2 for 1, I want the ability to break a board stall so much in this format. How many times have I been stuck in a dumb board stall where both of us have like servos and all this garbage and nobody can actually attack, and then finally somebody's like, "I have
You know,
6 menace creatures all out."
that's actually not something. We're actually not only are we good at like punishing one toughness, we're also pretty good at like picking apart board stalls. Like we bounce two threes off of whatever and then like ping it.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with this, and it looks like
Let's shove some land in here and then see what happens.
White's gonna get the nod more specifically because of Solemn Recruit, but and it's gonna want 10-7. No, it actually wants the 9-8 that I want.
Hmm. I
All
was
right.
thinking 10-7, but 9-8 basically the same. We have
Yeah.
enough filter like our cycle cards.
All right. That's it. Oh.
Match found. You have to join match. Your opponent has 30 seconds to join before a new match is found. Let's see if they notice.
I like that. That's pretty good. All right. I don't feel awful on this hand. It's a little do nothing.
Wait, this card is this has a cycling in it. Yeah. Do you feel okay cycling? Now
Yeah.
watch our opponent have like a super hot start and
Yeah.
just
This is where they rush us down, and it's gonna be just be like, whoops.
play the elephant. No, this hand eventually casts a 4 mana creature. Let's be reasonable.
Yeah, that's the reason I like it.
Opponent has a stop on our upkeep. Oh man, that's exactly what I wanted to see. I'm running out the Dreadnought first. I guess it doesn't matter.
I want the Dreadnought out first because yeah, it literally doesn't matter. All right.
Okay, Piker. Opponent might be Gruul, might not be. Maybe we have a
Ooh.
faster start than we imagined us
I'm not
having.
even cracking the implement now because I want to be able to crack that to.
You crack it next turn. Let's signal to our opponents that, or crack it on. If we crack it on turn 4, then we deny ourselves a flyer. But who cares?
It's the choice. Like I don't have to do either. I can do whichever is more effective at the time.
Yeah, like
So
who cares?
what does raw 0/0 with Fabricate 2 function
That's a card.
in the sense that the rules would allow it to exist yet, but you would never be able to put the +1/+1 counters on it because it would be dead. By the way, our opponent missed a land drop.
We're not gonna.
Yeah, we're not missing anything. Anyway, I'm here for the beatings.
That's funny because the fabricate is a trigger. It can't exist.
Yeah.
Like it would die.
Right. I mean,
But
the card
there's
could
been
legally
zero
exist.
zeros with counters on them in this set even.
Oh my god.
Well,
All right. Luckily, our opponent has like nothing going on.
luckily we have a backup plan.
I'm going
We got a two.
wide.
We got a 2-for-1 out of our opponent.
Actually, do
It's
I
not the
want?
worst.
No, let's go in the air.
Yeah, I like the air here. Plus, if we can get another, it doesn't matter because of how career works. So if they found their land, they have not found red yet.
Right.
Opponent is in fact Gruul.
This can stop
Oh,
anytime. Okay. Yeah, that's good.
okay, okay.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'm in. Count me in.
Please don't have that card that the good enchantment removal. Please don't have it. Or the green one.
They finally found red.
They can attack us for 3 if they want to.
I'm taking it. I'm not bothering to double block with servos. I'm on the offense here, not defense.
They have something to spend their red mana on. Where did they want the trade?
Shock. All right.
Okay, we're punished, but whatever. Oh, that's what they were going to do. Is they were going to shock one of the 1/1s if we double blocked.
Ah.
Anyways, it's time for the killing.
Alright, can you kill my Consulate Dreadnought? If the answer is no, you lose this game. If you have artifact removal, you win this game. So that's good.
Enchantment removal also works. Please have neither. Yay, they didn't have either.
Oh my god, I was a little scared with the fact that we had drawn a few lands that game, but
Yeah, I would call 8 a few.
a few, yeah, okay,
It's like
about
an eternal
half.
game.
God,
Need change making Gruel. Our opponent is artifact heavy. Opponent is cheap artifact heavy. Maybe we bring in
yeah,
Fragmatize.
Fragmentize actually sounds pretty good with the things we saw. I don't like Decommission yet, but I
Yeah,
definitely
we
like
have a
Fragmentize.
yeah. Frag killed both the guys they showed. So if it's just like 1 mana to kill a creature, that's probably fine. Uh, what's the swap we make? Like take out the Dreadnought and be like that. It's like psych them out. Or do we just take out some cycling card or some our worst creature?
Yeah, I was looking at like maybe Mobile Garrison or maybe one of our worst creatures.
Mobile Garrison's probably fine.
Well, Garrison's like a fine card, but I'd rather have a little bit more interaction here.
There's also Ye Olde, just play 41. Just stick your sideboard on top of your deck. I've done that before.
I wouldn't feel too bad about it because of the curve
It's
we
how much
have.
cycle? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what they did. Shit. Damn it! Why did you? All right. Yo,
Well,
this
I'll
looks
have you
fine to
know that
me.
I'll have you know that I'm stream sniping you. Uh, there's our sideboard.
Yeah, I'm cool with this hand in the sense that like we have a bit of action and like removal.
A 2 drop off the top of our deck would not be the worst, but instead we get a Windrake.
Which is also not the worst.
Mm. We could just shoot that, like, spend our mana, or we can, like, hold up our super trick.
I think Death Dismissal on 4 actually sounds better.
Yeah, make a 3 here, especially.
Yeah.
Unless it's a piker. Not afraid of
Right.
a piker.
It's gonna hit me for 4 and that's it. Come on, 2
Wait,
toughness.
that's 3 jump. Oh,
Nothing.
nothing. Roll out the evasion or the most power.
With evasion, I think it's dying regardless, but I'm going with
We might.
this because I don't want to use Weldfast Monitor's ability next turn.
Mhm.
I want to
Let's
hold
hit,
up of dismissal.
are they going to play shock? Nope, they're going to play different shock.
Okay,
Playing fire.
I was pretty sure it was dead. I just assumed that the first thing I played was dead, which is the other reason I went this way, because this lets us, like, build to the barricade breaker a little better. 2 toughness. I need something with 2 toughness, my friend.
They're just going to hold up shock.
If they don't actually make a play after this... There's a few more toughness. A little bit more than 2 toughness.
It's going to be a
I can't...
4/4, you say.
There was not a card in my deck that can deal with a 4/4. That's incredible. Also awful.
We can, like, 2 for on ourselves on it. It'll be better if our opponent, like, makes a play. Like, if they make a 2 toughness creature here, that'd be really good.
Yeah.
Because then we can block the boar and then maybe not lose out on it.
Yeah, the boar is incredibly hard for us to deal with too because most of our chump blockers can't chump block it.
Our only way is like to go over it. Which actually, we're gonna take some lumps, but we can eventually get that 7/5 down. Oh, there were more than one of those in the draft?
Well, remember, we're not playing against people in the draft.
Right. I forgot.
That's how this works.
Well,
God, I don't want this to die either, because then I can't cast the barricade breaker. But if I cast the barricade breaker, I'll lose the game, right? Like, because I'll play it and then I'll take 8 here, go to 4, and then next turn I take another 4 and die.
What are our hopes here? Our hopes and dreams.
Uh,
Our hopes and dreams is that we're going on to game three.
yeah.
Our hopes and dreams is that our opponent has a lot of red burn spells.
A lot of red burn, big minions that we can't do anything about.
I think we just have to.
Man, all of the honestly built to last might have to come in here.
Wouldn't be the worst.
Like the big thing is that so we
Try to beat their guys in combat.
right we need some way to beat their guys because I can't beat their guys other than that.
4-1, get one free.
Those are really hard to deal with. I don't know what comes out for this.
Like, is this the card we stick on top? Or do we take out a cycling card for it? Or do we take out like aerial modification for it? Or I don't
No,
know.
no, 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 no. We need this to win.
True, it's our other way of getting over the top.
We need to get over the top to win this. Like, we need to get into a situation where our opponent can't kill us, and then we just go over the top with one of our over the top cards. The
Yeah.
problem is getting to that situation and not dying because of pigs. Our
Frick
opponent is our
was
opponent is killing us with these stupid pigs that I need to kill and chop up.
and making ghost food. Torch Renegade actually does work in this because they have Piker. Uh,
Yeah, and they had maybe the other puzzle knot. Problem is again, like that's good though. We've seen that that's good.
yeah. What if we take out our worst creatures and put in both Foundry self-assemblers?
Ooh, I kind of like that.
Just because like having a 4/4 is our plan to beat a 4/4.
I'm going with that, and then I'm also putting in built to last over.
I think the puzzle knot is slightly weaker than the implements.
Yeah,
If you were looking at
the
it, you were
implements
looking.
draw. Osprey is fine. Osprey is a flyer.
Hmm.
Self assembler is a 4/4. That's the one we're talking about.
Yeah, if we're bringing it in, then we might as well bring in the Foundry assembler just to have something.
Actually, taking out the Osprey.
We have other flying.
Well, like that's not really where I want to be on 3 against this opponent.
Yeah, Wind Drake.
Excellent.
Goat in.
Yeah, I'm all about this.
We have the wrong.
Wrong
We have the wrong
assembler, but
wrong assembler, but we can actually cast that as Trained Armadon.
which I probably will do to try to like get removal on like not Solemn Recruit. I mean, they could cast fire on us, you know.
If they cast fire on us, if they cast fire, then we just play the Solemn
right,
Recruit.
right, because they've burned their kill spell that gets around it. All right, so yeah, we're going with Foundry Assembler here. Again, I want to try to burn removal first. Trained Armadon's fine by me.
That seems good. We can now officially beat a pig.
No, we can't block 1/1s on Pig.
True. So we can't beat a pig yet. Let's attack.
So if they kill something in combat, we go Solemn Recruit.
You might go recruit anyways.
I'm gonna go Propeller Pioneer.
Just to spend all of our mana.
Yeah. The question is wide or tall, and I think I'm going with tall.
Yeah.
I
So
know that
1/1s don't do anything, but
I know that shock punishes me, but like fire kills it no matter what either way. Okay, is this 4/4 turn?
like we've seen both. So yeah, okay.
Yep,
There's
and
one.
shock, so I'm owned for that choice.
Well, they had whichever one we didn't play against. Like
Right.
didn't play around.
Oh hell yeah!
Hey,
oh
gonna
hell
giant
yeah.
growth us. Oh, you are my friend. I am so
Oh
sorry.
dude,
Why did they do that?
they wanted the power off the board. But now Solemn Recruit's Revolt triggers because it doesn't need to see it die. It just needs something to die.
Yeah.
Excellent. So they're trying to like stabilize with something big here. Oh, son of a. Okay, well there goes Solemn Recruit. Okay, FTK is pretty strong, I suppose.
Thing is, we've still got the aggro crag rolling pretty good.
Right, but we're gonna lose because this thing just is like they play a creature, crew it, and then kick our teeth in. However, our aggression's pretty good. If they don't, like, they're gonna crew it. There's no way they don't have. Oh,
Oh, okay. So our opponent just has an extremely good deck. We were never winning this, by the way.
yeah. We can't answer Skyship Sovereign at all in our deck. Doubly so because it's 5 cost, not 4.
And then is killing Weldfast monitor here.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like, I get to attack back for 4, and then like, what do I need to draw? That's okay.
Start.
I think we need like Dragon. That's the only thing I can see like us coming out of on this. Again, that doesn't do anything.
Running draws of the Dreadnought followed by jump. That'd
Maybe.
be pretty sweet. More good cards. Okay.
That's fine. They're using it as a trained Armadon to pilot, I assume. Oh no, they have another creature to. Okay, another 3/3 haster.
They didn't pay the energy though.
Well, they don't have to. This is just gonna pilot.
Oh, it's an activated ability. That's right. No.
Right. Well, they're just gonna pilot the. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now we're getting crunched. As he shoots our blocker, and then
Is that lethal? Yeah, it's just lethal.
that's lethal.
Okay. Wow. We got absolutely destroyed there. 20-0 in 2 turns from an empty board.
Well, you know, this is one of the things that makes the league version of this kind of suck, because the draft pod that guy was pretty incredible. It looked like.
Yeah, well, we know their removal suite was pretty good for dealing with small things. They had shock, fire, and
Well, they also
Chandra's
had 4 damage, so they had like
revolution.
yeah. So they had it seemed like a rather good draft pod. Hey, it can't happen within a pod, but not.
Usually, on the whole, your pod is usually a lot more of a even split. Though that guy just had like the one mythic.
Hey, the mythic, yeah, but even like his power uncommons, like that, whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about.
If this was a white mana, this is a turn 3 free jam. Ugh.
We have to mulligan this.
Yeah, that doesn't go anywhere.
This is worse, but keepable. Do we want like
Yeah.
we top that? Yeah.
I want, like, yeah, we want a land, but I also like that card way too much to. Oh, nice duels.
Nice duels. Plus, if we get to attack here, which we will, because this creature can attack on 2, we'll be able to deal a damage to our opponent.
All right, what's this mimic naming? So it names a creature type, and then those creatures come in with +1/+1 counters.
This card's rather good. I want to say
Yes,
rather good.
especially because you can tailor it to fit what your hand is. Oh, they just have human. Okay.
Reasonable.
I foresee a lot of.
Is human the best tribal in the game of Magic? Because the answer is yes. Human is number 1, Merfolk is number 2. Although I guess there's been more Merfolk and Gabos decks than humans in all of Magic, but
Right.
Human is the most supported, I think. I don't know. Whatever.
No, human is not the most supported. It's just the most recently biggest supported. All right, a 4/4. Oh, okay. Attacking is over.
Oh, that thing will have to attack us.
Oh boy, I can't get in that quite yet. Happy to see it though. Like when I like playing the Weldfast monitor, I can get in this, block it, and then this just dies because it has to attack in. You know.
Hmm.
Uh, Squirrel token. That is a dirty lie.
Yeah, I know it's ever built a human
No,
stack.
human lords don't exist other than Thalia's lieutenant and champion of the parish and mayor of Averbrook and
Listen, there aren't
Hamlet
any.
captain. There are no
There
other
aren't
human
any.
lords.
There's no human lords, Jens. Don't be.
There's no human lords other than those 4 cards I mentioned by name and probably the others I forgot. Hey, all right. This is, I guess, my punishment for wanting the Aether Chaser.
You get to say that if there's a land on top next turn. If there isn't, then no. It was just the top 10 cards of our deck wanted us to lose.
Oh, I really want the ship to like. If I can block with the ship, I'm fine because like this has to attack. I don't have turns though. I've got 1 turn past this.
We can
Ugh.
trade. If you trade, what you're trading is Aether Chaser, like the entirety of the card for it, because he doesn't have enough. Or he could pick the 1/3 and the 1/1 dub, but yeah, you can't kill
Yeah.
that much.
Area the chase is a little better than mine, but it still has 2 toughness. Okay.
He didn't pick Construct, but that is a damage to us. Okay, so it was a mistake.
Yeah, it
We
was
get
it was
this.
a flat mistake. Okay.
It was a mistake, even though you would not be able to pilot the Consulate Dreadnought without the Aether Chaser.
True. We'd be sitting here like with 4 power and just be like, oh shit.
It was a mistake to the bottom of that Aether Chaser. Damn it!
Either way.
Oh,
Also,
we're on a.
I think we're dead.
We're probably dead. We're on a clock too because of the Welder Automata.
Yeah. No, I'm not only that, but the Ember Gearsmith. I don't think we're winning this one. Well, like if I get a 4th land, I can Furious Reprisal, kill like Automata Mimic or like Aether Chaser Automata, something like that, and then. But the problem is if he all outs me right now, I die flat. Yeah, I just die if he all outs. Shit, I hope he doesn't notice that.
That's always a fun thing to say. Man, I really hope my opponent doesn't notice they can just win.
Well, like here's the thing: if they all out, like yeah, okay, I can make blocks and live or
Yeah,
whatever.
but then what do we do
Right?
following
Like
that?
we okay. Our dreadnought
So
is
we're
now dealing us 2 damage a turn. We're just gonna
our
get burned out of this one.
attack with all your creatures. You've won for certain. And are they going to notice?
Like if they attack all out, I have to make really shitty blocks to live, and also I don't live because of.
I think they might have
I
seen
think
it.
they might have seen it.
But if they haven't seen it, they've seen enough of it. It's like Lust for War mixed with Skin Invasion.
Yeah, at 4 mana. Also, it doesn't force it to attack. It still makes it usable.
That's true.
Wow, they're not doing the thing. But though, again, they're just gonna burn me out with the Umbrel Gear Smasher at this point.
Like they're going to deal 1 damage to us with the Automata, then throw the Automata at us for 3. So we're at 6. We're taking 3 here. So we're at 3. So they're going to put us to 1, and then just kill us with attacking.
Yeah. Or the next turn.
The Dreadnought is a hubris element. Very true.
Hubris Elemental, yeah. Okay. Go to 7. Go to 5. Okay.
So we shoot the Mimic and the Aether Chaser, and then lose. Or do you air? We don't can't aerial
Can't aerial
modification.
modification. If we could, that'd be really nice.
We could free gem Regent, but I don't think that does anything.
If I had
Actually,
more time.
I think free gem Regent actually lets us block better, but I don't. We don't have time. Is the
Well,
thing.
if we don't kill Welder Automata, I lose. All right,
Yeah.
I lose flat.
So I think we do that. I think we do that. He can't attack next turn profitably, but can still attack just to eke in damage. And we're taking 4 damage for certain. So
6. We're taking 6 damage for certain. That's the reason I need to kill Welder Automaton.
hmm
Where's this other shot go? Where does this go if I want to win the game? That's not gonna do it. No, it's gotta be that. Okay, this is dumb, but
Go for the dream.
so
It's
he's gonna sack the automaton in response. We'll go to 5. Then he goes combat at us. Everybody in block, block, block.
so our hope here is to try to get them to overcommit to an
Call
attack,
out, yeah.
barely survive, draw the land, aerial
Aerial
modify the
modification, blast him
dreadnought,
back.
and then blast them back. So that is our hope. So let's play to that out.
In that world, I need them to deal.
Them forgetting to sack their guy would also be a blessing.
They might not do it because of, okay.
Okay.
If they feared us in combat, but they don't. Okay. I don't think we win this one, but I'm trying my damnedest to pull it off. Basically, we need to convince them that to make a bad attack.
Yeah, we need them to go. We need them to go all in.
Well, actually, I need them to sack. I need them to actually use it. If they have anything, we lose, by the way. Also, if they have any other
Oh,
card.
totally. They have to brick, but they're not going to because they're casting mana. A gray ogre.
That's actually enough to stunt the attack, you know?
Mm. Oh, they're just going to burn us out.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, they don't need to wait. Damn it. This is so close, too.
Now it puts them in 4. I think we just move on. We don't need to show them the aerial modification.
Right. Because
We got stuck on 2 lands, like it happens.
like, I had to play Furious Reprisal that turn, or else I lose to the Automata. If I didn't have to do that, I could have played Free Jam Regent last turn.
Yeah, which meant if we did that, then we could pump a lot of damage into the air. But
Yeah. I think we're out.
I don't think we're out. I know we're out.
Right. And I don't think it's worth showing off these things
Because
to our opponent, so...
all they're going to do is throw their 1/1 at us and then wait till their end step.
Well, I like our 1/1 pingers against them as long as Metallic Mimic isn't in play, but...
Or maybe if Metallic Mimic is in play, then that makes the Forge Master's puzzle not a lot better.
Yeah.
Do we want to bring in Decommission?
I don't... Is that better than Built to Last? Or, I mean, Fragmentize? Because that still kills 4 mana.
Oh, right. Yeah, Fragmentize can kill enchantments. Then, yeah, whatever. Yeah, definitely then.
I'm going to take out 1 implement. And Implement of Improvement actually would have saved us in that game, funnily enough.
Did we just take out the red implement because it doesn't do anything?
But it,
It does. I know.
but it does.
I meant no red implement for like white implement. Like, do we want to gain life or do we want to do damage? Who knows? I like both. Can we do both? Can we have implement of lightning helix? I would like that a lot.
Hold on. What's going on?
You're not allowed. Unallowed. Unallowed.
Why do I have
Like, like, like opposes like. Gens, you're not allowed. Also, why do you have three?
three? I was gonna say, where did the third Fireforger's puzzle not come from? 1, 2, 3. The hell? No, seriously, what the hell is going on? Sure, if we have 3 Fireforger's puzzles, now let's play them. What are you doing, Magic Online? Yeah, I'd like to
I
play
would
first.
like to play first. Uh,
Wow, this hand does nothing. Oh, goodness.
let's see what six looks like.
We can't keep a hand that Oh boy, it's the 7, but minus all of our interaction.
Yeah, I don't think a tog is good enough.
Whoa.
Well, please flood. Flood very hard, please.
Crap.
This has been happening to me in Eternal a lot lately. It's just absolute bricking. Do you want to attack with both servos and then see if we can?
Yeah. This is like the most obvious thing in the world, so it's not happening.
Then we get damage in. What does the swooper do on?
It has Aether at the start of its name, so it makes a servo.
Okay.
It's the same thing as our Aether Chaser or Aether anything with Aether at the start of its name.
Well, at least we get to kill the 1/1.
Yeah. That's the only relevant thing we get to do for the rest of the game. Damn.
Now we'll eventually get to double block plus ping the frontline rebel. That'll be fun.
Damn. One thing I really want to do in this draft format is draft literally anything but red-white, but I can't seem to avoid it.
We'll just force green at some point.
I don't
Do you
know.
force green in this set?
I'm told that I've been told multiple times that doing anything but forcing green-black is wrong. You should always be forcing green-black 100% of the time, is what I have been told.
Whenever people say that, they're lying.
Yes, again, I think that is like somebody must have released an article that said green-black had a 51.35% win rate, and now everyone says that that's the thing to do.
In we go. Through your nose with a rubber hose. Funny enough, we can still win this game if we just rip our dragon.
Yeah.
Just like ignore all this stupid bullshit and be like, what if we just attack you for 15 in the air? Instead we get a grizzly bear. Which does nothing.
I really like the blue-black one we did a while back. That one was a lot of fun.
Wait, green-blue was the People's Forest in Theros? That's not what I remember.
What Theros are you... Here's the question. What
Was it
Theros
full
are you
block?
talking about? Yeah.
I don't know anything about full block because it was stinky.
Full block,
I know.
extremely... Like, full block, like...
I know of like the dozen or so streams of Triple Theros I did, a full 2/3 to 3/4 of them were black-white or black-blue.
Well, also, like, I remember seeing Favored Hoplite as on one as the
Oh, that
That
was the
the
terror
killer. That
mood.
was the killer. You saw
That
that
was
on
like,
one, and you were like, it's
it's like,
over.
jeez.
Holy
I'm only.
yeah.
Oh, an actual.
We need
Can
the
we do
we
this?
need second red for free jam.
Can we like keep a good hand?
I think so. Let's see. We're actually fighting for nothing right now.
Well, we fight for science to see if our
Whatever.
thing can operate.
It's fine. It's fine. This doesn't actually let me play the free jam on 3 unless I actually have the other red.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, my dude. Roleplay and Seth.
Now let's see what they rip.
I mean, they're in discarding.
That's what I meant. I don't know what that is. Some kind of 4/4. Okay. Yeah, it's the draw cards guy. Okay.
Yeah, it's a vehicle that when it attacks twice, it dies and draws some cards.
Found land.
Oh, hi.
I found a. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, my
I'm
dude.
sorry, dude. Oh, I'm so sorry, my dude. Oh man, we get to actually do our dumb thing? Oh, this is stupid.
Can we make our? You could also make the implement there instead of No, because we need
No,
double
we
red.
did.
That's
We need
right.
double red.
Hey, you die now.
Yeah, goodbye. I guess our deck worked. This is what I wanted the deck to do, like, every game, by the way. This was it. It happened. I'm
Uh,
happy. Oh, I'm vindicated. Our deck functioned. Can't block artifact creatures. Uh-oh.
Rutro. Let's see if they chump. Actually, how much mana do we? Okay, that costs 3 mana to pop, so we can't do that. Okay, just swing in then.
Yeah, we just crush it. That will pump all.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, anyway. Our deck worked. Yes!
Hooray! Our opponents didn't.
No.
That's always sad.
That's always
Our deck,
sad.
our deck worked because theirs did not. I think we just ship it back.
Well, I
We
think our
didn't
deck
learn.
would have worked against an actual opponent, too. Like,
Yeah, I think so as
start
well.
was... I don't know, we had a turn 4/4/4 flyer. Is that good?
It would have been like turn 3 if we had drawn mountain.
Oh. Uh,
Uh,
I'm in. I'm in. This'll work.
we have lands and a dragon.
We need cars.
We have one of those. Or do we have two?
We have two.
We haven't boarded out yet. Okay.
A little expensive.
To pop or not to pop?
With our hand, I don't think we can pop it. Like, our hand has 2 improvised cards. There we go. That's good. Hopefully I'm able to attack with this card next turn freely to make the 1/1.
Let's see if they have a.
And if not, I can play Aeronaut Admiral. What is this, Crew 3? Crew 2?
Yeah, crew 2, and they might do it just to punch us and draw some cards. But they
Right.
also might not want us to be able to get our own guy.
Oh, wow.
They don't seem to care about our guy, so I assume they are attacking.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I know. But
Whoops.
like a 1/3 in front of our Piker.
Whoops.
Whoopsie doodle.
Looks like Piker doesn't... Oh, hey.
Oh, that card. Man, I wish we had some of those.
Yeah, that'd be... Well, we give him flying, you know? Oh.
Yeah, they're gonna have it drive it. Yeah,
Yes. Cars in, cars in, cars in, cars.
in cars, and they're going to punch us for lots of damages.
Yep. Taking the hit.
Do we want the Admiral here, or do we want the Mobile Garrison? Mobile Garrison's actually a pretty good blocker here against the Piker.
Yeah, it just doesn't block the problem here is that we're taking 6 next turn.
Hmm.
I've got a bad play.
What is your bad play, Jens?
Run in the Aether Chaser, get our artifact from free jam.
What does a 4/4 do for us?
Blocks everything but their Dreadnought Dragster, and their Dragster can only attack one more time before it dies. Of course, they draw 2 cards off of it.
Could be worth doing.
I can play
How do you?
Aeronaut Admiral as well, which doesn't.
Whereas Mobile Garrison just blocks the Piker and ensures our free jump next turn. We take a lot of damage. So let's do the exciting play. We got nothing to gain. That's like having nothing to lose.
Yeah, those are similar things.
Yeah, they might not block depending on how transparent this seems.
I should have
Because if
just
we,
jammed it in immediately. They wouldn't have blocked if I had jammed it in immediately.
yeah, because if we had like a 1 damage ability. Nope.
Alright.
Okay.
Called our absolute bluff.
But did they? They did not know the truth of the matter, which was that we're dumb.
Well, they might have known the truth of it because they'd seen free jam already.
So the Daredevil should come in. The question will be what else comes in.
We can block anything else that comes in. Like, I can block that Sky Skiff.
What if their bluff isn't fake though?
Well, then we lose. I don't care.
Like if they have shock or something.
They're just going to draw 2 cards, yeah. They're using as the fewest resources possible to draw 2 cards.
Mm-hmm. Which is extremely fair.
Yeah.
Cards that thing's really good, by the way.
Mmm.
You can make a 7/5.
And then fly it next turn.
Yeah.
Problem with the 7/5 is that we will have to jump block a Consulate Dreadnought.
We would have to chump it with the free jump. So let's instead make something that doesn't do that. Okay. How much damage do we currently have on our opponent? Because we have 2
6.
activations, so we have 6. We can't just double shot our opponent.
Or I could float the servo in 7.
One, two, three, four. Wait, they don't have 6 power. They gotta have a creature if they want to pilot that thing.
I'm not gonna place bets on that.
We don't want to. We don't. Yeah, we don't. That's not a bet we should take. It's merely an observation.
I think I'm still jamming.
Yeah, we're definitely Jimmy jamming. Like we're chumping this. We're chumping with the 1/1.
I need
when
to
it
deal
comes
damage
to it.
here is the problem. Problem is,
Yeah.
like, they could jam back for pretty hefty damage, like just Sky Skiff and then swing all in.
Yeah.
Looks like they're going to combat. Oh. Team forward, eh? I'm gonna take things off. I'm gonna simplify your board.
Yeah. Let's see if they have a combat trick or something.
Again, I could just be dead. I want to simplify your board.
Yeah, definitely. Gaining life, you say? That might not actually be bad at all.
Yeah.
Other question is, can we attack here?
I don't think we can. I'm just going to play the mobile garrison and pass. The mobile garrison is my way of blocking Consulate Dreadnought.
Mm-hmm.
The hell do they have? Something on 7?
They have that snake.
Oh, they have the 4/4. Yeah, so they can now crew the Dreadnought.
Okay.
Sure.
So we chump with mobile garrison.
Yeah.
Which means we can't gain life if we want to cast Barricade Breaker.
Yeah.
Also, notably, we just have to get our opponent to 1.
Oh, shit. Yep,
Oh, you
that's
have
not the
to, yeah.
activated. Wrong activated ability. Alright, do you have like a bounce spell for me or something? I don't know. Okay.
I think the only one of those costs 3. I don't know if we bounce from Aether Revolt for like 2.
We would die to Built to Smash.
See if they got it. I might got a chump.
I don't know which of these I want. Because, like, if I chump, I can hit my opponent for 5, put them on 11. If I Barricade Breaker, I can double block the Dreadnought. And they can't kill both my guys back. That actually seems good.
That seems fine.
And oh man, if they hold back to try to like stay alive or something, I can just jump the Barricade Breaker and then let's.
Oh, they have a sky skiff.
They can Sky Skiff, yeah.
They can pop up in front.
All right, I'm gonna hold the double block as a option in my pocket. Obviously, well, the thing is, like, I have to jump the Barricade Breaker because they can just block with Consulate Dreadnought and it has to attack every turn.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
So that's okay. Hopefully, they might just kill the dragon doing this, though.
Oh, I'm in the wrong step. Thank you.
If they kill the dragon here, and then they might just kill us back with their 4/4.
Well, they can't. Again, if they have a trick, we lose. I'm much happier with, like, the Breaker being alive. Oh, sweet. 2 creatures.
Okay, sweet.
Well, we have to attack.
And we have to attack.
I want them to fly over.
If they fly over, they lose.
Yeah, if they fly over... Because
If they fly over, they stealth lose.
yeah, they stealthily lose. Actually, no, the thing is, like, I can't have Wheelsmith make the Sky Skiff unable to block unless it's already a creature.
Yeah, like that can't work.
Oh my god.
Okay, they don't stealth lose.
Well, that's fine. We have Implement of Improvement.
Yeah, we can gain some life. We also have blocks on their guys if they decide not to fly in.
Right.
Like we just double block
We
here,
double
right?
block here. This one's easy. The heck is this attack? I don't believe you have a trick, because if you had one, you would have done it last turn. Why are you simplifying the board for me? Oh, thank God, a 6th land. Alright, I could jump the
Okay.
breaker and start forcing the abyss.
Yeah, that would force a block by the Consulate Skygate.
And then also force the Sky Skiff on the following turn, and I can leave up Implement of Improvement as an anti.
Like bolt or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's cast for 5 mana. We're casting
Spectral.
ghostly wings, or what's it called? +2
Spec-
plus giant strength plus flight. That bullshit card.
Spectral Flight, I think it's called.
Yes, spectral flight. Yeah.
Here we go.
And they left the 1/3 to block the hiker. Like, beauteous. Just doing it now because it does not matter.
Well, I don't want to get, like, tricked on it. It's nice. Countless Gears Renegade. Next turn is 2 chump blockers. Also a damage.
Two chumps and a damage.
Okay, they've got
No.
a return point of damage. Alright. Again, they have to chump this every turn or lose. So.
Why did our opponent make that attack?
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
They decided to throw the game. Well, that's Magic Instinct. The instinct of Magic is to make trades, right?
Well, here's the trick to that.
That can't block. It can crew Skyskip, though.
Yeah. Oh, in the pocket. That's incredible.
It's incredible. Okay, so
So the big thing, so the instinct of Magic is to make trades. However, making trades is not always what you want to do. There's a lot of rules to how you want to do these trades to it that are like a complex board, a simplified board favors whoever is ahead. A complex board favors whoever is behind. Like, if I have 2 creatures tier 1, I am ahead. If I have 5 creatures tier 4, I'm not actually I'm nowhere near as ahead. If you're the person ahead, you want to have as few variables messing with things as possible. However, like, that's not always true either. Like, there's so much to it.
we can't play. We can't both. I think we just hold up Death Dismissal because we would have to rip land off the implement to be able to play out our hand.
I don't want that. I want to hold Death Dismissal as an anti, like, trick.
Anti Hinterland Drake killing us trick. Hey, they didn't draw another flying blocker.
Oh, we got there. Well,
We got a squeaker.
I'm glad that our deck redeemed itself in the final hour, but oof. Tough stuff.
We fight not for victory. We fight for. We fight for honor.
Yeah.
Our honor demanded that we pile this shitty deck into the win slot.
Congrats on your nothing. Yeah, that win actually does nothing.
And we deprived our opponent of also nothing.
Right. I assume that's how it's set up. Like, the nothing you get for like that we're playing against a person who has the same
Like
record.
it's like we both dropped out. Let's fight. When a trainer meets the other's eyes,
Nice.
there's no saying no.
Yeah, you got to do it. Want to try that again?
I don't know if I'm ready to go again.
All right. If not, that's fine.
Definitely again in the abstract. Just maybe not again like another 3 hours of Magic.
Fair.
Although it was only an hour 44.
I was gonna say, that was
time.
only an hour. Like, honestly, the leagues are quicker, is kind of the thing. Because there's no in-between time.
No in between time, but
Yeah.
it's hard to tell with this format because of how board stally it can be. Like, we had some games go quick due to one or both players drawing two lands, but
Magic the Gathering in a nutshell there.
also Eternal in a nutshell, as it turns out.
The last game of Eternal I played before doing this, I've been playing this like Nyctotraxin deck, which is basically a three color deck that splashes for Nyctotraxin.
Yeah,
But most of the games that deck ends with I think 16 power in play, and my opponent ends up at like 7. But that's kind of by design on the deck. There's a lot of fetch in the deck.
yeah, like you're playing. Yeah, you're playing
Find the
decks
Way
that
and Amber
decks
Acolyte.
that feel like playing Seek Power.
Well,
Decks
I'm
that
actually not playing Seek Power. I'm playing
you're playing Rampant Growth.
no,
Yeah,
no, no.
but
Find the Way.
that's Rampant Growth, right? It
Nope.
depleted.
No, it's Echo one.
Yeah, and it plays it depleted. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's Rampant Growth. The other one that is Rampant Growth is
Actually, no. I think I am at 2 Seek Power right now, or two, or like some. I know it's not 4 because I ended up just it was like I didn't need that many because the
yeah,
Find the Ways are the ones I actually like the most. But no,
because
I want to do something else. What do I want to do then? If we don't want to do a 2 hour,
like I'm getting kind of tired, but I guess you were talking about streaming Pokemon
no,
before.
no, I'm not ready for that.
You're
That's
not ready for that.
no, in the sense that I want to stream that to show off what the current like game looks like, and I'm not ready for it.
Uh,
Azendel's Gift is a one of in most of my decks that plays control, and I love it. Maybe I'll just flip on Eternal.
maybe I think I am tired though, so I think this is all I have in me for tonight.
All right. So I'll thank you for joining Gnome,
No problem. I'm glad I cursed your draft once again.
and thank you everybody else for joining for this. I'm gonna continue and do something else, but I'm gonna cut the recording here for Magic. So,
Mm,
all right.
good night.
Night.